Hello everyone, this is the Gallivanting Hikers and this is Dilly Dally and
Trouble.
And today we're going to talk about our trekking poles. This is my trekking poles. I've had them for about 15 years. They are a black diamond pole, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the features that I have. First, I have a cork handle. I have a strap. Underneath the cork handle is the rubber. And then this is an aluminum pole. And my trekking poles have the locking mechanism like this. I like this a lot. And then on the bottom is your tips. And Trouble has changed these tips a lot. So what do I like about these trekking poles? Well, first of all, as I said, I've had them for 15 years. They're like an old friend to me. And this cork here, in the summertime when you're sweating, it absorbs your sweat. But over the years, it's actually molded into my hand. This part here is the part that in the wintertime, it keeps your hands nice and warm because you're not touching your aluminum pole. Now, some of the viewers have said, why don't I use my straps? And the reason being, in the area that we hike in, when you go up a mountain, your poles are supposed to be short, and when you go down the mountain, it's supposed to be long. And I would have to keep adjusting it, and if I had my hands around the pole, I would have to come out and readjust my pole. So the way I hike is, when I'm going up the mountain, when I'm going up the mountain, I use this part of the pole. And when I'm coming down the mountain, I use this. And that kind of simulates the action of moving your poles up and down. So that's it for my poles. And now Trouble will talk about his. Trouble, this isn't a fishing video.
Oh,
we're supposed to be talking about your trekking poles.
All right, time to get serious. These are my trekking poles. Just recently, these are brand new. My 15-year-old poles are still good, but for the Appalachian Trail, decided to go with these here. They're black diamond trail ergo with a flick lock. So we'll start from the top. Like these poles, I use predominantly the top of the pole when I'm using it, and I don't rarely use the straps. I keep them short, around 105 to 110. I like to use them to push. The straps, they actually serve several purposes, but as you can see, it's labeled left and right. So again, you need to make sure that you put it on the left or right one, and that has to do with how this basically folds around your wrist. The strap also with the duplex tent can serve as a holder for your pack in the tent. One of the reasons I did switch out is we went with the cork handle. My original ones were a foam, which is good. The handles come in cork, foam, and rubber. And again, because we're doing 3 seasons, the cork is the best one. On this section of the pole is a foam, and then I added a foam tape when I carry it. Usually when I'm hiking on that, I carry the poles like this, and only use the poles when I feel needed. Either I'm going to start walking fast, the terrain changes, there's roots, or on downhills. And on downhills, what I'll do is I'll then extend the poles to whatever there's needed to make sure they reach. Or if you're doing a stream crossing, we would do it. So again, similar to Dilly Dally, these are sort of flick locks. You can flick them open and close. The only thing you have to be careful of, this screw, you got to make sure it doesn't get loose, and also that you could tighten it. So again, usually if you have a multi-tool or something, you can tighten those. But that's something, again, on the 15-year-old ones, they did tend to come loose and do it. These are extendable. They go up to 150 centimeters for us. This here, they come with different baskets, tips, and then sort of the points. This whole section you can replace, and this section here actually is designed to bend first, so that the pole itself doesn't bend. So when you stick it into the ground and you get caught, that tip will bend first. So I just need to be conscious of that, that they will bend first. But again, you can easily replace it. And on the trail, a lot of people, what they'll do is just mend it or break it off. The aluminum we went with, again, because it's on the trail, if the pole bends for any reason, you just have to bend it back in place and get it straight so that it operates smoothly. So, if I have a pole, we may do a demo on that, a separate demo on individual pieces. So that's my pole. That's how I use it. I do like to use it, when I'm clear. Usually I walk in front of Dilly Dally. In the summertime, there's a lot of snakes around here, rattlers and sort of razor snakes. And it's good to clear, especially when you're going for the blueberries. You want to make sure there's no rattlesnakes in the bushes. So again, the poles serve many purposes. I haven't used them for fishing, but I may. We all know how Dilly Dally loves to talk, so I had to come up with a solution. Instead of holding the camera out like this, taking the videos. This is what we came up. It's another use for the poles. Basically, what you do is just cradle the camera in there, and you can take your opening and closing videos, and you even can walk around a little bit. And it's been working pretty good for, I think, the last 4 or 5 videos. So again, just another hack or another use for the poles.